Hello students, let us learn properties of angles formed by two parallel lines and a transversal. Here in your book they had given the figures, figure A and figure B. Now I will read the activity given in your book. Activity 1. As shown in figure A, draw two parallel lines and their transversal on a paper. Draw a copy of the figure on another blank sheet using a trace paper. As shown in the figure B, color part 1 and part 2 with different colors. Cut out the two parts with a pair of scissors. Note that the angle shown by part 1 and part 2 form a linear pair. Place part 1 and part 2 on each angle in the figure A. Which angles coincide with part 1? You have to see that. Then, which angles coincide with part 2? Now, in my previous video, I said to you about the pairs of corresponding angles, interior angles and alternate angles. There are two types of alternate angles, interior alternate angles and exterior alternate angles. Now, here the pairs of corresponding angles are angle A and angle E. Then angle D and angle H. After that, angle B and angle F. And this side's angle C and angle G. These are the pairs of corresponding angles. So, these pairs are congruent with each other. When you will see the angles A and B, they makes half circle. Then the angle A and D. Okay. A and D. First which angles we have seen? AB, then AD, then the angle B and C, then DC. This also makes the half circle, means the measure of this angle, it is equal to 180 degree. And if the two angles measures is 180 degree, then they form the linear pair. So here whatever part we will cut, you will get the linear pair of angles. Now we see angle B congruent angle D, congruent angle F, congruent angle H. Now again see here, we will see in figure A, this angle A and C. The angles A and the angle C. Then angle B and angle D. These angles are also congruent angles. Why are they congruent? Because they forms the vertical pairs, or they are vertically opposite to each other. Same way, angle E and angle G, as well as angle F and angle H. These are also congruent with each other, or they are equal in measure. Why? Because they forms the vertically opposite angles pairs. Now here they given, we see that angle B congruent angle D, congruent angle F, congruent angle H. because these angles coincide with part 1. Now remaining angles means which angles? Angle A congruent with angle C, congruent with angle E, congruent with angle G, because these angles coincide with part 2. Therefore, I said to you angle A and E, then angle B and F, then angle C and G, and angle D and H. These are the pairs of corresponding angles. Then we will see the pair of alternate angles. Here the pair of alternate angles are D and F, C and E. These are the pairs of alternate angles. They are given here. These are the interior alternate angles. Now we will see the pairs of exterior alternate angles. Now these pairs are A and G, B and H. Okay. Here in your book they given A and G and B and H. These are pairs of exterior alternate angles. Now what remain? The interior angles. We will see the pairs of interior angles. The pairs of interior angles are D and E, C and F. Okay. So these are not congruent, but if we will add these two interior angles, then we will get the measure of this angle is equal to 180 degree. Okay, that only they given in your book, that is angle D, measure of angle D plus measure of angle E is equal to 180 degree. Measure of angle C plus measure of angle F is equal to 180 degree. These are interior angles, and by that we will get the property that interior angles are supplementary. Why supplementary? Because the measure of two angles is 180 degree. Then we said that angles are supplementary. So here angle D plus angle E and angle C plus angle F is equal to 180 degree. They are interior angles. Let us discuss. When two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, 8 angles are formed. Here we had seen in this figure. There are total 8 angles. Look. Angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D, angle E, angle F, angle G and angle H. Means upsides 4 angles, downside 4 angles. So total it become 8 angles. Okay. Because of the two parallel lines and one transversal. These are two parallel lines and this is the transversal. We are getting 8 angles. From that 4 angles are corresponding. Then 4 angles are alternate angles. Yes. In that alternate angle, interior angles and exterior angles are there. Okay. Now next we will see that. Let us learn property of corresponding angles. Each pair of corresponding angles formed by two parallel lines and their transversal is of congruent angles. Means here in your figure, which are the corresponding angles here? The angle AMP. Here I will show you the angle AMP. AMP means this angle. Congruent with angle MNR. Okay. These two angles are congruent. Now next is angle AMQ, means this side's angle. It is congruent with angle MNS means this angle. Okay. Now next they given the angle, that is angle P, M and N means this angle. It is congruent with angle RNB. Okay. Now one pair remain, that is angle QMN means this angle congruent with angle SNB means this angle. Look here. Again I will read the property of corresponding angles, that is each pair of corresponding angles formed by two parallel lines and their transversal each of congruent angles. So here by adjoining figure I showed you by using different colors the corresponding angles or the pairs of corresponding angles. Now we will see the property of alternate angles. Each pair of alternate angles formed by two parallel lines and their transversal each of congruent angles means here they given the pair of interior alternate angles and exterior alternate angles. Now we will see the interior alternate angles and exterior alternate angles in your figure. Now look here, the angle PMN, angle PMN congruent with angle MNS. PMN means we have to show here PMN means this angle. It is congruent with angle MNS means this angle. Okay. Now next is angle. Now we will see the interior alternate angles in the figure. These are angle PMN means this angle. It's congruent with another interior alternate angle is MNS means this angle. Okay. This angle is congruent with this angle. Now next pair of alternate angles is angle QMN means this angle. Congruent with angle MNR means this angle. Okay. Understand this? These are the pairs of interior alternate angles. Now I will show you the exterior alternate angles pair in the figure. So we will see the exterior alternate angles. Here exterior alternate angles are angle AMP and it is congruent with another exterior alternate angle, that is angle SN and B. Okay, this angle. Now next last pair of alternate angles, that is AMQ. It is congruent with angle RNB. These are the pairs of alternate angles. Now next to that we will see the property of interior angles. Each pair of interior angles formed by two parallel lines and their transversal each of supplementary angles. I said to you this, the angles formed by parallel lines and transversal. Which angles? The interior angles. These are 180 degree. Here angle Interior angles are measure of angle PMN means this interior angle plus measure of angle MNR plus this angle is equal to 180 degree. Now the remaining angle is angle QMN means this angle plus angle MNS means this angle, it is also equal to 180 degree. Do you understand these pairs from the figure? Then draw the diagram in your notebook and write wall information in your notebook. Now we will go to the solved example. See here they given one example and they solved it by using two methods. Before that, just from the upside figure, I will show you how to find the measure of the angles. Here I will take, in this figure, I will take the measure of the angle is. First of all, I will rub these angles, wall figure I will rub it. Okay, I will make here and we will see how to solve the examples. Okay, if they will give you the two parallel lines and transversal, then how to solve the examples. Here I will draw the parallel lines. Then here I will draw one transversal. Okay. After that I will take another color. Here I will show this angle is of. We will take this angle as 60 degree. Now we said that the angles are this angle and here's angle. They forms linear pair, means their measure is 180 degree. So what is the measure of this question mark angle? We have to subtract 60 from 180, then you will get the answer 120 degree. So whatever angle will be here, it will be 120 degree. Now look here. The angle, which angle? Here's angle is opposite to this 60 degrees angle, so it will also come 60 degree. And the angle, this angle, it is of 120 degree. Now only we had seen the properties and which angles are congruent angles. Now look, if you will see, these two angles measure is 180 degree. These two is also 180. These two also 180. And these two angles also 180. Means they forms linear pair of angles. And here you are getting the circle. So what is the measure of the circle? It is equal to 360 degree. It comes here, look, 60 plus 120, 180, 180 plus 60, 240 plus 120 is equal to 360 degree. Now we will find the measure nearby the point. So second parallel lines there we will find the measure. Then look, we said this 60 degrees angle and here's angle, they are corresponding angles. So measure of this angle, it will also come 60 degree. Yes. Now this 60 degree, so opposite angles measure, it will also come 60 degree. Now again we have to consider this 60 degrees angle and here's angles measure. How to find then? These two angles measure is equal to 180. So this angles measure, it will come 120 20 degree, and this sides also it will come 120 degree. Do you understand this method? How to find, if they will give the measure of one angle, then how to find the measures of remaining all angles. Now we will see the solved example from your book. They given here the measure of angle M and Q. It is 70 degree. Now by my simple method I will tell you here. Look, this angles measure 70 degrees. So this angles measure how much will be? It will be 110 degree. Correct? Now this side's angles measure, it will come. This angles measure, it will come. This 110 came. Correct? Total measure became 180 degree. Now this is opposite to 70 degrees. So this angles measure also it will come 70 degree. And this sides it will come 110 degree. Okay. So they asked the measure of angle AON. So it will come 110 degree because this angle is opposite. This angle is 70 degrees. So the measure of the angle AON they asked. You have to find the measure of this angle. Now this 70 means here 70 will come. We will use the property of interior angles. Then 180 minus 70. So your answer will come 110 degree. And suppose we will consider this vertically opposite angles. Then this pair of angles, then also it will come 110 degree. These two angles are in corresponding angles. So their measure it will come exactly 110 degree. Okay. You can use any simple method to solve this example, method 1 or method 2, which is comfortable for you. Okay. Now just we'll see here. Now I know when two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, the angles formed in each pair of corresponding angles are congruent, alternate angles are congruent, and interior angles are supplementary. By using this information, solve the practice set 2.2 from your book. Now here for more information, they given one box that I will read it. If a transversal intersects two coplanar lines and a pair of corresponding angles is congruent, then the lines are parallel. If the transversal intersect two coplanar lines and a pair of alternate angles is congruent, then the lines are parallel. And if a transversal intersect two coplanar lines and a pair of interior angles is supplementary, then the lines are parallel. Now for today this is enough. You have to write all the points in your notebook and solve the practice set based on these properties. Thank you. Bye.